What's up, guys? I am Super Luke, and I am back again with Attack of the B Team. This is long overdue, this episode. I have been really busy with school, mostly school. There's been a lot of reading. A lot. But besides that, I have been also setting this up because I was tired of that server always crashing, and I also want to play Attack of the B Team and not just show off mods, so I have been taking time to set up this. As you can see, I have a complete new setup going around here. I am a bat. I did manage to get another bat. So what we got here is a house that is inside a mountain. I am currently inside a mountain. It's dark outside. But other than that, I'm going to continue to show off these spectacular mods and what I wanted to go over today. Oh man. Oh, and also, if any of it, this is just completely on the side note, but my friend is leaving for the Air Force soon, and he has a cat, which he doesn't know what to do with it because he can't take it with him. So he is looking for a good home for his cat. His cat is pretty old. It's on the old side. It's older than 10. I think it's about 13 years old, so yeah, it's pretty old. It's declawed in the front. It's a really lovely cat. It doesn't get along with other cats. I'm pretty sure it gets along with dogs as long as the dog does not hate cats. As far as that's what he's told me. If you want to get in contact with this person to ask, to let them know that you're possibly interested, either drop me a comment below, or I will also, if he allows me, I'll put his email in the description below. So if it's not there, then he didn't want it there, along with other information that he's willing to give, so you could contact him. And besides that, all right. That was just a side note because I'm trying to help him. We would have taken the cat, but we already have two cats of our own, and we just recently had a little play date, and it didn't go too well. No, it does that. His cat does not like other cats. Oh, and we also know it is neutered or spayed, and I say that because we don't know if it's male or female. We can't tell. It is a really furry cat. It is a tabby, but it's also with a mix of something because it's pretty hairy for a tabby cat. Yeah, that generally covers it. So for more information, contact, drop a comment down below, contact me. I'll see if I can get information from my friend. But other than that, all right, let's back into Attack of the B Team. So what I have back here is I'm going to eventually set up my sorting system once I get the materials. I cannot whatsoever go into creative mode on this one because I have set it to so that I can't do hacks, cheats, or any of those fun stuff that a lot of people like to do, because some of the things, especially in Attack of the B Team, require a lot of time. And I don't know if I specified before, my main goal, my biggest goal, is eventually to build a spaceship and go to the moon, because that is a mod in here. So what we got here, we got a little setup here going. We got a lot of unorganized things. This is, I'll get to that later, because what I really want to get into, I'm rambling on, is what is in here. So now, if we go in here, what we see is the Smeltery, the Smeltery that you can smelt basically lots of, basically any ore. I'm pretty sure you can smelt any ore in this. You can, basically any ore. It is part of the Tinker's Construct, as I highlight that, it says that up at the top of the screen, so hopefully that's the right mod for it. I'm pretty certain it is, so I would love to show this one off since it's already built up and ready to go. So, of course, it's made out of, if I actually, hold on one sec, I'm gonna go get a book that I need. I need this book, and I need this book. What we have is the Mighty Smelting Book, and this tells us basically everything there is. So the Smeltery is made out of the controller, the seared tank, the bricks, tanks, drains, that's a drain right there, faucets, and casting tables. So if I can get out of the book, thank you, my face itches. All right, so back here, I guess I'll start from back here. These are the the drain pipes. I literally just forgot. These are the things that will pour your melted ore into the casting things. So here we got, you can make casting basins, I think that's what these are called, and basically it just pours the ore right into there and you get a block of that ore. And then these casting tables, you can, I don't recommend just pouring it into there without one of these. As you can see, this is a it is a cast, and it's in the shape of an ingot, so you can cast things. If you just pour it onto the table, you're just gonna get a flat sheet of metal. It's not, you can't really do anything with that. But if you put an ingot cast on there, you can make ingots from that liquefied ore, which is pretty awesome. You make the cast by pouring over of an object, so you have to put an ingot, a legit ingot there, and then pour over. Usually it's aluminum brass that you want to smelt them together, because certain ores they'll combine to make things. So with aluminum brass, you pour over an object and then you make the casts. As far as I know, that is what you use to make your casts. Now let's go to the front here. This is our controller. So the controller, basically you can throw in a bunch of things. It's a giant thing. This, depending on how tall you build it with the seared bricks, depending how I already said that, depending how tall, the more ore you can throw in there. And I built it pretty tall, which allows you to throw in a good amount. And then this right here shows the level of ore in there. I think if you go over, I think it overflows, but I don't think that's possible to overflow it. And then here I have 3 seared tanks, which is the fuel for your smeltery. And then right here is just seared glass, so I can look in there and see how things are going. So it does run on lava, so it is kind of a drag to run back and forth, always getting lava buckets. It takes about 3 to 4 buckets to usually fill one up. So this is a lot of lava right here. I think I'll just demonstrate with the smelting, and I will get some ore. I have lots of ore in here. I have copper. So I can make some aluminum brass if I have, I'll just take the copper ore and some, I think, aluminum brass. So I could make some aluminum if I wanted to. I don't know if I really don't want more aluminum brass. So I can demonstrate the mixing of ores, but I'm not going to do it on a big scale. So if we go here and just throw in all our copper. So there we go. All our copper, or most of our copper, is in there. Filled it up to the top. There we are. And that's going to slowly work its way. As you can see, there's indicators on the left side of the blocks. I'm left? Yeah, okay. I'm getting my directions right at least here. Okay, so while that does that, I will do's you guys with how else you can do's with. Alright, I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, so besides the casting, you can also cast different weapons and tools, and not just like your regular typical tools. Like, so if we look in here, we have different tools. You can make a certain special pickaxe, which requires the pickaxe head, tool rod, and tool binding. This book will tell you how to put everything together. Okay, and then we have the shovel, the hatchet, mattock, the broadsword, the longsword, the rapier, I think I said that right, dagger, the frying pan. I don't know why you use frying pan, really. It describes it there. I've never really used it. Like, again, it tells you the parts you need: a battle sign, a chisel, hammer, lumber axe, excavator, scythe, cleaver, battle axe, short bow, arrow. That's basically, and then the different tools, or the different materials and how strong each are. So yeah, cactus is one. Obsidian, you can make things that you can smelt down obsidian, I'm pretty sure. There's alumite. There's a bunch of different things. You can even smelt down slimes and ender pearls to make things. So what I have in here, I already have some designs right here, some different casts that I have made to make certain things. Like I have right down here, I have slaps. I've named it slaps. This is my cleaver, and then I have Larry, my pickaxe. So what you want to do, you make these along with. I keep stuttering. Oh, hey, it's done. Molten copper. So it tells you right there. I have about 90 ingots. I have about 90 ingots of copper. So once that's all smelted down, if I added the aluminum, it would turn into aluminum brass. But there is a ratio that it goes by. Bronze made from 3 copper, 1 tin. Aluminum brass made from 3 aluminum, 1 copper. I don't even know. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. I'm just terrible with reading in English. Made from 2 cobalt and 2 ardite. Aluminumite made from 5 aluminum, 2 iron, and 2 obsidian. And pig iron, which if you throw yourself or any living thing in there, it dies and takes its blood. But typically you throw a pig in there, so, or just any, as long as there's any type of blood. So even if you threw your friend in there, if like, you know, if you want to make a weapon out of your friend. Okay, but requires 1 iron, 1 blood, and 1 emeralds. 1 emeralds to make that. I've been saying a lot in this video. I should count how many I say. So along with this smeltery, you make these tables. I'm not really going to go into how you make the table, but each table has a different task. So this is the stencil table. You make a stencil with 2 planks of wood and 2 sticks. Alright, so this is what we do to make a stencil right there. There's our blank stencil pattern. So then we throw it in here and we pick the pattern type. So I was thinking that I make I guess I'll make a hatchet. Yeah, I'll make a hatchet. So I need the hatchet head and a tool rod. So what we want to do is go in here and find the hatchet head. I think axe head. I'm pretty sure that's it. All right, so we have the axe head now. So what we want to do now is go into the part builder. So we throw in the stencil plus a little bit of. It's not working. Oh, no. Oh yeah, you need stone. Ah, silly me. Let's get right to this. Need to go over here. That's my chicken. All right, let's throw some stone in there and smelt that puppy up because I forgot you can't craft the part. And then after that, you would cast it over with aluminum brass. So actually, I will make aluminum brass. I mean, I already said I was going to, but. Again, I will make some to cast that part. I hopefully don't have nope, I don't have the hatchet head, because then after you make that, I usually just keep the stencils in case I accidentally get rid of the casts. So then you cast your part, and then I put them in the pattern chest, which is like a regular chest, but it's for your patterns. And then you throw it into the tool forge after you make the tool, because you have to cast all the parts. And then you would make your part by clicking. So if I want to make, where's the hatchet? Is that the hatchet? Yeah, that's the hatchet. So I would throw both of the parts there, and it gives me the hatchet, and I have the opportunity to name it. It doesn't require any levels, I'm pretty sure. As far as I've known, it doesn't take any levels, so you can name it whatever you want. And there you go. And then with that, you can go to this part, repair and modification. You can modify it like my Larry down here. It's reinforced 2, its durability 500, so that's like having, I really forgot the word for it, when you put the enchantment on it and then it lasts longer, but here they call it durability. And then haste, which it goes faster, which is the speed of it, so it mines really fast and it's really durable. And then slaps, I just reinforced it. Here we got the modifier. So if you throw a diamond on it, it gets durability increasing. So you increase the level of the pickaxe, so it mines longer. Luck, if you put lapaz on it, it gives you the chance to get, like more diamonds or emeralds, whatever you're mining. Sharpness, if you throw quartz on it. Oh yeah, it only works on certain things. You don't throw sharpness onto a pickaxe. That's like for swords. So like some things are just for specific items. Very simple. They just explain themselves. And then you wither skeleton bone. You hit someone, they wither away. It's just so complicated. As sarcasm. Silky. So add silk touch to it. Whatever this large glob of aluminum brass. Beheading. You add a ender pearl. There we go. And obsidian to it. We got Bane of Arthropods, if you add the fermented Speeder E onto it. Smite, if you add some type of weird soil to it. There's a bunch of things, but you only can do so many modifications to it. If you want additional modification, you either have to throw a diamond and a gold block in there, or a god apple and a diamond block. That will let you add one additional modifier to your item. Usually it's 3, but if you throw that additional modifier on it, it's like 4. But say you're increasing, you really want to make your pickaxe really fast, so you throw in a bunch of, for example, let me put my pickaxe here. See, my redstone says 100 out of 100. That means I put 100 redstone in there out of 100. If I added the modifier to it, this number gets bigger, which means I can add more redstone if I want it. But if I add more redstone, I cannot add a different modifier to it because I just added more redstone, and that counts as the additional modifier. That is one of the downsides, but it really comes into handy if you want a super fast pickaxe. Oh yeah, I wanted to pour the copper. So that's what you do. You click on the faucets, there we go, and then it pours out into these lovely basins. And then after it's done, it solidifies after some time. There you go. And then you just right click on that and you got some nice copper blocks. So I will be right back after I empty this out enough, and then I'll add some aluminum in there. Aluminum, and then we'll make some aluminum brass and then pour our shape. Alright, I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, I am back, and as you can see, right here we have molten aluminum brass. I have added the aluminum into there, and it mixed with the copper, and now we got aluminum brass with a little bit aluminum left on the top. So, it won't mix completely. Like, if the ratio isn't consistent, there will be extra left, and then you can click on which you want to pour first, which will go to the bottom. So, I want to pour the aluminum brass right now. So let's click that to the bottom. Let me click up this copper. So as you can see, I have made the axe head. I went into here ahead of time already, and I put in the stencil of the axe head in here, and I threw on the stone I smelted into there, and it gave me the part. This little part right here I have, you put right there, and then with the aluminum brass, you pour it right over that puppy. And then there you go, we have our beautiful stencil. So now, to tell the truth, I really don't know what I want this to be made out of. So let me pour the rest of this aluminum brass out, because I definitely don't want it out of aluminum brass, because that is just one of the worst and weak materials to make it out of. Because to be honest, steel right now is so far the strongest, besides cobalt and ardite, which are found in the nether. Only in the nether. I guess I will make it out of steel. Why not? So I will take these. It's a lead block. I don't want a lead. I'll take these. Let's throw that in there. Now, those aren't going to mix, hopefully. They shouldn't mix with those other things in there. They shouldn't. But if they do, then oh well, I'll just have to go through the long process of getting something else. Now, you also have to be careful if you try to make a block of something and there's not enough ingots, you're going to screw yourself, and it's just going to remain liquid in there until you have enough to complete the full block of it. So the way to fix that is you're going to have to break the basin, and then the liquid just disappears. I don't know where it goes to, but it disappears. So I got enough in there for like 2 more blocks, and then I have to start doing the ingots slowly. I'm gonna have to end this video at some point now. I've already been going on for pretty long now. Oh, there's my steel at the top. Let's see, 8. Actually, I'm just going to click my steel so it goes to the bottom so we can pour this puppy. Alright, I need the axe head and I need the tool rod, right? I don't need the tough rod. Okay, so let's put that there and let's pour that steel into there. So there is our axe head. Let's remove that. Let's put the axe head back. I need the part though. Alright, now let's pour this. Hopefully that's enough. Yes, good. That was enough steel, luckily. Alright. So now what we want to do is go to the hatchet and put this together. And now I'm going to just name my part, if I can type, Steve. Why not? This is Steve the axe. Hatchet, I mean. There we go. There's Steve the hatchet. Sweet. Now we have our splendid hatchet that I will probably, in the next episode, add lovely modifications to it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. I wonder how many ums I put in there. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this. I really love the smeltery part because you can just smelt down anything, create really fun weapons. A bunch more. I'm gonna in the future make a bunch more weapons. So hit up that like button, please subscribe, and as always, stay cool.